welcome to my live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another of my Chit-Chat where we talk about parenting issues and talk about how we can be amazing support systems for our children and help our children become the best version of themselves. I love to do this Chit-Chat every now and then, especially when there's something important that I want to share with you or there's something important that I need to bring to the table. My name is Maribel Chima and I am the founder of the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and PTM Resources. Did I tell you that I am the proud matron of the Mastermind Circle? Uh, a mentorship program that we run for young children and yes, young children. So, do you have a child between 5 and 10 years old and they are not in our foundation program? I am not their coach. You are wrong. So, the mastermind is such an amazing place where we build a solid foundation for young children. So, dear parents, time is moving. Time is moving, your child is growing. But this is what is happening as your child is growing. There are opportunities that you have as a parent to impact the child at a particular phase in their lives. The opportunities that you have to support your child in a particular season of their life. The opportunities that you have to be present in a certain way in the life of your child. Now, if you miss that opportunity, the opportunity will never present itself again because that time has passed. All right. So, would you get to parent your child again? Yes. Would you get to, unlearn and relearn and make up, would you get to impact? Yes, but there's certain opportunities that will not return. So that's why we are here crying and talking and bringing discuss on the table so that we can deal with some of these things now that we have the time. All right. That's why we come here every time doing this, because we understand the principle behind this. I mean, being present for your child at a particular season. So please, it's important that you are identifying what season is my child in, and how does my child need me in this season? And how am I showing up for that child in this season? Very critical. I have been saying to parents in recent times, since I started talking about bedtime stories and the benefit of bedtime stories, I say and I repeat again today that bedtime stories or stories, right? I'll tell you why bedtime stories makes a difference, okay? But stories generally is one of the most beautiful way to impact your child as a parent. Telling stories to your child is one of the easiest way for your child to learn. Telling stories, one of the most beautiful ways to pass down your convictions to your child. Telling stories, is one of the easiest way to correct your child, to teach your child, to take your child through a process, okay, without being judgmental as a parent. Because at that time, the child does not feel judged. The child only sees the character in the story, and the child allows the character in the story to influence them. So stories are a great way to influence your child, especially your young children. So no. You cannot not be using, you cannot ignore the power of storytelling, right? And its influence in the life of, in your connection and relationship with your child. Okay. So, whether it is lessons you want to teach, whether it is process or SOPs you want to teach or show your children, whether it is correction you want to make from something that they've done in the past or something that they are struggling with, right? The context and the concepts that children, view in stories are easily applied in their lives because they connect with the characters in the story. So you want to make story a part of your child's journey. You want to make story one of your most important connection too, because it is. I say to parents, this particular one. Now, a lot of us as parents find ourselves in that place where we yell at some points, I mean, parenting is not for the weak. Parenting is a huge task. So emotions are always, rising and falling, especially for a parent. Sorry, one second, please. I need to change my. All right, so especially for a parent who is still struggling, with emotional intelligence, and all of that, or you are still a work in progress, like many of us are, isn't it? Now, sometimes you will find yourself going out of line, and then of course you are yelling, or you are in that place where you're judging your child, or it feels like you're judging the child, or it's not even find yourself. Sometimes for some of you, are sitting on that table permanently, where, right, when the issues come up, it's still a struggle, going through them or dealing with them while staying calm and collected. Now, it means that for your child, for your child, most of the time, that what the child views you as, or what your child thinks of when the child thinks about you and your voice, is you in that place that the child sees consistently. Because, of course, these things come up every time in our everyday life with our children. So it's either today they're not doing the dishes, or their rooms are dirty, or the child is, being unruly, or there's a report from school. It's always one thing or the other. So without knowing it, you realize that you're always in this place where there is some sort of a conflict, or some reason for to reprimand, or some reason to correct, and so as this happens, or it goes on and on and on, it begins to seem like you are in their face. It begins to seem like you are on their case. It begins to seem like you're never happy with anything that I do, or you are always finding something wrong in what I do. So these are some of the issues. And before you know it, children begin to think that your feedback is judgment. So they see your feedback as judgment. They are constantly feeling like you are, as I said, in their face, and that you are constantly judging them. Now, what stories do is stories help you show up for your child consistently in a calm tone. So let's say you are able to cultivate the habit of storytelling, right? And then you make that a part of your routine, right? You make that a part of your routine. And more than just a routine, you turn it into an experience. Now, and you're consistent about this. So what it means is that you show up with stories every day. So it means that your child gets to experience this calm voice. The child gets to experience this calm aspect of you. Your child gets to experience this you that has laid down all the pressure of the day, this you that has laid down all your gadgets, this you that has shown up for them 100% and is concerned, right, about spending time with them and having connecting with them at that time. So this becomes how your child sees you gradually, because this is what the child experiences every evening, night after night, night after night, every bedtime story, every pillow talk. This becomes the child's experience. So it's easy for the child to replace that shouting, screaming, yelling, angry, upset, daddy or mommy. It's easy for the child to replace that one with this one that they know now, because they're consistently seeing you. All right. So when we decided to put together the 21-day bedtime story and bonding challenge, it was because we want to encourage more parents to cultivate this beautiful habits, right? Especially if you're a parent of little children, right? You're a parent of 0 to 6 years old. I mean, you want to do this, please. You want to do this by all means. And yes, if you're a parent of even older children, up to 10 and even 12, of course, there can't be enough stories, right? Call it whatever you want to call it. Call it bedtime stories. Call it pillow talk. Call it whatever you want to call it. But make that 10-15 minutes to show up for your child. That 10-15 minutes to stop everything and spend some time with your child. Come prepared. Come with structured storytelling. So that's what we want to do in the 21-day bonding and bedtime story challenge. We want to help you show up with structure. We want to help you show up with not just they said we should tell bedtime stories. It's part of our routine. Oh yeah, let's go. And then you just grab whatever book you see. I've said that many times. No, but now you know what it is. So this week we are going to focus on our family values. So based on that, I'm going to show up with stories that reinforces our family values. I'm going to show up with books that reiterates this. I'm going to show up with books that the character embodies this. And after that, I'm going to have those chat away reflection. Have you read any of my book? Do your children have my books in their library? If your children don't have my book and you are raising little children, you are wrong. We tell stories with our heart. You know, I tell stories with my heart. So every one of my book is wrapped, is lessons wrapped in stories, right? So we always have those chat away reflection, right? For instance, this is Destined for Greatness, right? Destined for Greatness is wrapped with lessons, stories, wrapping lessons, right? So this one is writing big stories like Flora or you understand? So these are the things. So the moment you understand how to show up because you have a goal at the back of your mind, and then you know how to structure this storytelling time, then you will be going the extra mile, all right, doing the extraordinary in your connection with your child. Now, this is what the challenge, this is one of our biggest goal in the challenge, to help you, first of all, show up, even if it's for 10-15 minutes every day. Even if that is the only time that you have with your child for the entire day, it is huge. Let's say you're a busy mom, you're a busy father, right? Everybody's busy, you're off, and then you come back from work, you're able to cool down and cool off, and then find that 10-15 minutes undiluted attention to give to your child. Come on now. 10 minutes, 15 minutes will go a long way. So we want to help you turn those 10-15 minutes into magical moments in the life of your child, in your lives, right? Both of you, and then help you create the most beautiful connection, right? In those times, right? And then, of course, we also want to help you come prepared, structured, so that you are not leaving your child just entertained. You're leaving your child with lessons. You're leaving your child with convictions. You're leaving your child with creativity, and you're leaving your child feeling connected. Do you get? We want you to start conversations through the stories that we share with you, and then open a line of conversation that will always be there for you and your child for a lifetime. Do you know that the little stories that you tell, or the little stories that you share today in those 10-15 minutes, will graduate into those conversations, deep conversations, those conversations where your child calls you at 25, at 28, at 30, and they say, Mom, I couldn't do anything. Dad, I couldn't move on with this decision until I shared it with you. This is what we are talking about. So are you ready to create that connection pathway, or that channel, right? That channel, or open that channel, so that you have a free flowing connection and conversation between you and your child for a lifetime. This is the time to build this. This is the time to establish this. And joining our bedtime story and bonding challenge is what you want to do as soon as possible. Why did I say as soon as possible? That's because after this night, after 12 a.m. today, you are going to have to pay the full price for this challenge. The challenge has been 5,000 naira for the longest. Our early bird price. It's been 5,000 for the longest, but the actual price of the challenge is 7,500. And today is your last opportunity to jump in and get it at the early bird rate. The parents who are in the challenge are already screaming, I love this. I love the energy. All right, they're already catching the fun, and we've not even started. We just did an introduction today. Our first story drops tomorrow. So bedtime stories will, your bedtime story time will be transformed starting tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. And I'm not joking, no, I'm not hyping. Just come and you will see that it's going to be an amazing time that you will have with your child at the challenge. If nothing else, you have stories and you have a reason to show up consistently for 21 days. And I promise you, by the time you're done with those 21 days, you will do more connecting with your child with bedtime stories. You will do more connecting with your child through pillow talks. Because if you're not doing that already, you're leaving a lot on the table. All right, so I didn't come to say much today. I just wanted to come and give everybody the opportunity so that it will not be said that I didn't know when the price changed. Oh, I didn't know that the challenge has started. I didn't know the challenge started today, right? So we got all our people charged and ready, right, today. So yes, that's why you still get to pay the old or the early bird price today. After 12 o'clock, it is gone. Otilo, you won't have it again. All right. So why don't you go ahead and use the information that is scrolling on your screen right now if you are watching on YouTube, okay? And on Facebook, you can just check the comment section and you can use the details right there to register. All right, you can do this offline, or you can register on our seller page. Any one of them is fine, and get ready for a transformational experience, because that is what this challenge is built to be. So thank you for joining me. I just, as I said, wanted to come and make sure that you do not say that I did not tell you. I have told you. All right. So thank you for joining me. And for those in the challenge, I will see you in the challenge. All right. I'm sure by now you know that you'll be hearing, hello challengers, hello challengers, hello challengers. That's what you'll be hearing in the next 21 days. And I'm super excited already, right, for all the experience and all the beautiful stories that we will be sharing. We're not sharing just fiction stories. We're going to be sharing facts. We're going to be sharing real life stories. We're going to be sharing experiences, fiction, fables, everything. We're going to do is part of this experience. All right. And the best part is that it's beautiful and exciting. So thank you for joining me. If you would like to register right away, you can send me a chat, or simply just check in the comment section, or just check what's scrolling on your screen already if you are on YouTube. And we can't wait to have you on board. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited for you and your little one, because you're about to have a transformational experience. Thank you again. Have a beautiful rest of the evening. God bless you. If you have any questions, please put them right in the comments. Thank you. Bye. I get like this whenever we have one of these book challenges. I love stories. I love me some stories. Bye.